household income, the amount of money that we're bringing into the American household had gone from 53,000 to 49,000. The biggest slide took place during the so-called recovery period. It wasn't a recovery at all. We were getting much worse off. We were worse off during that recovery than we were actually during the recession.
So not only were our house prices nosediving anywhere between 30 and 60%, right, but we had less money in our pocket.
It's a double whammy. On the one side, our income declined during the recovery. On the other side, our wealth declined during the recovery because our houses lost their value.
And look at who got hit the hardest. For example, of those under the age of 25, well, you're down 9.5% in terms of employment. Between 25 to 34, 9.8%. African Americans, 9.4%. And families with 3+ people in them, children with 3+ children, 9.5%.
It's important to point out that that is during the recovery period, when we're supposed to be recovering, getting better off.
The recovery is supposed to help those people.
Precisely. We got much worse off.
But it all depends on how you define recovery, because is recovery the GDP, or what are they looking at to define that you're not in a recession anymore? It's 2 consecutive quarters of growth, right?
That's a highly politicized statement, isn't it?
Yes.
What is a recovery?
That's why I'm asking it.
A recovery, according to President Obama, looks like you've stopped falling. A recovery, for most economists, is you start growing. So there's the two sides of the fence here. What we've got to do in America, if you want to restore prosperity, you've got to start to grow again. It's that simple.
So if you're a Republican running against the president, you want to break out this study?
Yes. You want to say, look at the record. This is what your policies have done. Stimulus, record spending, and we got worse off. That's your record. Let's do the opposite.
But the president could always say, listen, I need 4 more years to fix things. Things are a lot worse than I thought, and that Congress won't even let me fix things.
Well, if you listen to his speech yesterday in Shaker Heights, which is a very nice place, actually, he was on the class warfare. He's saying, look, it's Congress's fault. Congress is doing nothing.
Wall Street against middle America.
That's right. He's playing against the bankers, playing against Wall Street, ignoring his record. He's actually saying it's the Republicans' fault. It's Congress's fault. It's the bankers' fault. It's Wall Street's fault. That's why we don't have a real recovery. I want 4 more years to get us really in place.
Any suggestion that if he got 4 more years, the graph would go up rather than down?
That's a very interesting question, Steve.
Well, that's what people want to know.
You know exactly what I think. I think 4 more years will bankrupt America. That's very harsh, but that's what I think will happen.
Thank you, Mr.